And welcome to week number 3 of the MEA GT Championship Series. I'm SSR Mayhem, and tonight we bring you a 23-car field in the A lobby. The B lobby as well is filled up. We had to move some of the drivers up from B to A and C to B due to the low numbers that we had in C. We made it happen. We know the risks, and obviously once one lap is completed, there is no looking back. So we are just waiting for Hydra to get into the lobby, but very soon we will be going. A couple of things to note for today's race. It is a weathered event, so we will see some rain clouds. We will see some dry conditions, so we're going to see how the drivers mix it up with that. And then on top of all, there will be no pit stops that will be mandatory. So can any of the drivers make it on fuel, tires? We'll find out here today, as we got a full fill of drivers, and it's going to be really exciting to watch. So just stay tuned, and we'll be going here very shortly. And once again, we are just waiting on Hydra, as he is the one we shall be waiting for. And as soon as he gets in, we'll put him in his place, and we'll get this underway. Again, once one lap is completed, there is no restarts, no mandatory pit stops today. So I know some of the drivers are ready to go. Obviously, SSR Bobberts has not readied up just yet, as he is the one that gives us the go when we are ready to rock and roll, as he hosting the drivers' parties. So we are just waiting on Hydra. We're going to let the lobby load in. So we're all good to go. I don't have to reload the lobby. I should have checked that way before I had set it up. Fortunately, there's no issues there. So we should be getting going here very soon. And it sounds like his PC has crashed, so we are still waiting on Hydra at this point in time. But just to get a little bit of a statistic matter here, after 2 weeks, RBM Vinny was able to pick up the win at Silverstone, or I'm sorry, back at, oh my goodness gracious, I'm having a rough time here remembering anything, but last week was at Suzuka. I do apologize. We did have a race at Silverstone back in week 1. He had won both of these events. The first week had no pit stops. The second week had a pit stop. Big battling between Hydra and RBM Vinny the last couple of weeks. Hydra, obviously the defending champion, trying to reclaim his crown and keep it going forward here. So soon as we get Hydra in here, he'll be able to start alongside Vinny, as those two are the top 2 qualifiers this week. I'm really excited about this one. This is one of the biggest lobbies we've ever had. And we'll see what's going on here. So let's take a look here at the point standings while we wait. Well, there we go. So right now, Vinny leads the point standings with 504 points. As Hydra's in second with 482. Third place, SSR Bobbers at 467. Fourth to lead with 460. R.D. Jansen tied with him with 460. Markey in the sixth spot. He's actually in the B lobby today. Unfortunate qualifying for him. SMXJ Yankees in the seventh spot in the points with 415. LMP Amoeba, he is, MSB Sashlo is 8th with 415. 413 is LMP Amoeba. He's in 9th, and rounding out the top 10 in the point standings is LMP Yem with 412. And actually, he's tied with SSR Pikachu as well, and she's right there behind him. But based off of the stats from the season, he's had one top 5 that's put him above her in the points. And so therefore, Pikachu will be below. And right now, we are still waiting on Hydra right now. He might be using his second account just so he can race the event. Not sure if that really will affect a whole lot of stuff right now, but we will see here momentarily. And if you're looking to tune into the B lobby action, SSR Oval Racer should be streaming that on, I believe, the Twitch system. I'm not 100% sure. I know he was using Mixer originally. And we just got confirmation that Hydra should be loading in at any point right now. Unfortunately, this is the things that happen when you use internet. So, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot we can do about connections and things like that. Hopefully, he'll get in. He'll be able to hang on for a sturdy connection, but he should be coming in any minute now. And the MEA staff said that he's going to be using his second account. Unfortunately, he won't have the paint on the car. So, well, the MEA staff will have to discuss if they're going to dock any points for that. But we will, it looks like, allow him to race today. So we'll bring him in and obviously be able to let him compete. So it should be here any minute now. And there he is. So he is in, and we're getting ready to rock and roll here. All right, so should be getting everything put on the car now. Everyone knows Super Test is Hydra. MEA staff allowing him to do that today. All right, so Forza doing Forza-like things, not letting us see anything. All right, so now we're good to go. We'll give this a minute to collect its thoughts. All right, let's start this thing. So, week 3 about to begin here at Hockenheim. This is going to be one of the toughest races of the season for all these drivers as they're going to compete in wet conditions today. We're going to see how well they can do with all that being said, and we're about to begin here at Hockenheim for week 3, and boy, oh boy, can Vinny do it again? Can he go for 3 in a row? Will Hydra be able to get his first win on the season? Will anybody else be able to make a change? Can Bobber sneak his nose in there to get a top position? And here we go, green flag. So 23 drivers on the track, and they're underway, and you see them all coming around turn number 1 right there, and here we go. MEA action back to you this week, Saturday night, here at Hockenheim, and you see Bobbert's able to get that good jump off the line, got around right around Supra there, who's running in the Jack. There's a lot of different cars in the series, but in the A lobby, a lot of Lambos have made the show. So we're going to see how these guys do as they begin. So right there, Vinny and Bobbert's 1 and 2. Angelino gets to the inside of Supra, takes over that 3rd spot. Supra gets a little bit to the outside after a little bit of a nudge from Angelino. He pulled up the race map, somebody off the track. Not sure exactly who that was. All right, so the first lap is in the books. There is no restarting from here on out, and RBM Vinny will lead the way after lap number 1. It looks like Angelino was in that scrap. He moved all the way back to the last position. So unfortunate to see that happen, as right now Vinny and Bobbert's 1 and 2. Supra right there in 3rd. Looks like Amoeba 4th and 5th BLMPM. RBM Vinny still leading the field, and SSR Bobber sticking with him pretty tight. Let's move to the middle of the pack. Let's get on with Coca Gamer 11. First appearance in the A lobby this season, currently running in the 8th spot right now. This is our Yami right in front of him in the R8. And whoa! A little bit of some hiccups there from some of the drivers. Pikachu got shoved out real far wide from the Porsche driver. Looks like FLA, the Stig, not 100% sure exactly. But right now, a lot's happening on the mid-pack of the track. Let's get back there a little bit. Let's check on. And it looks like somebody had already lagged out of this race. Bumping and banging on the racetrack right now. This is our Uranium side by side to the outside. Is he over to the little kick right there? FLA to Stick still hold on to his line. So that's RBM Angelino. He's out of this race. Not sure if he had to back out. Maybe the car had some issues, but tough luck for Angelino as he qualified so high into today's race. We pull up the race map. You can see how far the leaders have distanced themselves from the pack. Let's go further back, shall we? Let's ride with, let's get on with FLA Feedy 430. He's currently riding there. Look at that pack of cars right there. A bunch of guys hanging tight. You see there is a Corvette right there in the back of the pack. It's R.D. Jansen. See Beast Shadows in the mix, Platinum, Savitar, Star-Lord, YMA, YRT. A lot of cars juggling around back in that pack. And just so everyone knows, my chat box is up down in the bottom right corner. Feel free to talk to us and ask questions, interact, see who you want to see on the racetrack. Because we look like we're going 3-4 rides right there with red one in the M3. So 22 cars still on the racetrack out of the 23 that started today. There goes red one to the inside, side by side with Feedy coming off the corner. Feedy having to go a little bit wide right there. Red one still able to hold on to the inside line. He's got Platinum right there too, right on his rear bumper. Side by side, Feedy and Platinum had to hit the brakes. Oh, look at that cluster! Star-Lord spins out off the corner. And it looks like Jansen feels like he caused that accident. Red one goes off the racetrack now as well. And just like that, that big pack of cars have got distance. It looks like everybody's back on the track and moving. And that's very unfortunate. SSR Star-Lord able to pick up a top 5 last week. Unfortunately for him, he gets back to the 6th spot as all the drivers agreed for Delete to get his position back for last week. Fortunately, Delete's not with us here today. Feedy to the outside of Savitar, side by side, going to turn number 2. Not able to make it happen off the corner. Let's get up a little further now as we ride along with FLA Jams. He's currently all by himself in the 11th spot right now. Right, not too far off the group though. So right now these not wet conditions, but these dry conditions favoring some of the different cars out there. Sooner or later, though, we will see the rain probably take into effect, the little forecast. Looks like Bobbert's lost the 2nd position from Hydra there, who's moved up to the 2nd spot. SSR Pikachu, she had a good week last week. She's trailing right behind Coca Gamer and Yami. Let's get on that little group. Let's get on with LMP Yam, who's currently leading the 3 cars right there. And Yam got a good run off of 1. He's currently trailing LMP Amoeba, and Amoeba is looking to have his first top 5 result of the season. We know that he's been working really hard the past couple of seasons and other series, and right now he's doing a phenomenal job. Currently sitting in that 5th spot, but he's got a hungry LMPM who ran a phenomenal race last week, finishing in that 4th spot. And you see Coca Gamer taking a look on Yami, not able to make it happen. And Amoeba slowly getting reeled in by his teammate, LMPM. And then there's SMXJ Yankee up there in that 4th spot, doing a phenomenal job. He's been very fast this season. So Yam's starting to reel in Amoeba, as so is Coca on Yami. 2 different battles. Looks like Pikachu, she's catching up to that battle for the 7th spot between Yami and Coca. She might be able to mix it up a little bit right there as well. And Amoeba gets loose off of the corner, gets into the grass. He loses control of the car. Yam's got a bigger run, and he'll take over the 5th spot from Amoeba. And just like that, little mistake cost Amoeba right there. Amoeba trying to put a little bit of the car back into Yam, trying to get into that corner a little bit. Meanwhile, Yami, Coca Gamer, they're battling out. Coca being very patient with Yami. Yami doing a phenomenal job holding his lines. Meanwhile, Pikachu is slowly reeling up to these guys. And then obviously right there behind her, we got RBM Braddock in that 10th spot. Coca didn't get a really good line off there, so he lost a little bit of ground on Yami. Let's come back to these guys in a little bit. Let's go up and see how close Hydra is to Vinny. He's slowly reeling in Vinny right now. Vinny in the Lambo, Hydra in the Jaguar. And then there's Bobbert's not too far off these guys as well. He's right there in the mix still. Hydra getting that really good run into the hairpin right there. And just for those that are tuning in, this is week number 3 of the MEA GT Championship Series here at Hockenheim. Right now we're riding with Jim Hydra, who had to use his second account after having some loading issues. And right now he's tracking down the points leader, RBM Vinny. Meanwhile, SSR Bobbert's not too far off of them as well. He's right in the mix, looking to pounce. So far, the weather has been fantastic for these drivers. It's been nothing but clear skies, and for the most part, the track has been very dry, but we know that weather could be on the way. We are in the first quarter of this. Hydra now getting to the backside of RBM Vinny, battling for that lead spot right now for position 1. Hydra knows that he needs to start picking up some wins this season. Right now, Vinny was able to get 2 in the first and second week as he's right on the rear bumper of Vinny. Coming off of turn number 1, he's got a great run as well. Vinny goes down to the inside. Hydra selects to take the outside line, so he got a good run off of 2. And we're starting to get some change in the weather pattern here, and the rain is starting to come down, ladies and gentlemen. So now the weather conditions are taking effect. Bobberts is starting to lose a little bit of ground. Not sure if any of the water just yet was affecting the track, but here comes the thunder, and here we go, racing in the rain here in Hockenheim. The first time ever in MEA we've ever had a weather event here. And let's see what the test now. The Lambo against the Jaguar. Vinny against Hydra for P1. And can the rest of the pack make an advantage out of this? And they both overshoot that corner right there just a little bit. Bobberts definitely did. You see him getting a little loose off the corner there. And they're going to have to start changing the way they drive a little bit right now, because obviously racing in the dry, racing in the rain, that's 2 totally different factors right now. And right now they're both just feeling it out. Bobbert's doing the same, trying to figure out how to figure it out before they do so that he can catch up a little bit. If there's anybody you'd like to see through the race, though, please let me know down in the comment section. I'll be happy to jump on anybody for you guys. Hydra still on the tail end of him, got a little bit wide off of 1. Laid off the gas just a little bit to get back in line with Vinny. Vinny still holding on to the inside line. Hydra trying to use the braking power of the Jag as an advantage. And Hydra's starting to lose ground on Vinny, so we'll have to come back to that in a little bit. But let's get further back here now. Let's get back on that Yami and Coca game. Let's see if they're still with one another. Looks like they have distance off as well. Not too bad. battle for that 7th spot. Looks like Pikachu hasn't really gained a whole lot of ground on them as she tries to catch up. Yami, the only R8 in the series. We haven't seen any other R8s yet this season. It looks like it's Uranium's moved up to position number 11. Yem starting to distance himself quite a bit from Amoeba, but we got a battle for the 4th place spot right now, and it looks like Yem has sealed the deal on that as he moves up a position over Yankee. And Yankee drops down 1 position right now, but he's also got another driver by the name of LMP Amoeba creeping up as well. Amoeba was catching him earlier when he lost his position to Yem. So battle for 4th is on right now. LMPM doing a phenomenal job moving up through the field since the start of this race. Last week had one of his best finishes in MEA. Yem gets a little bit wide there. Yankee was able to hold on to the inside line, not able to get there. Got to the quarter panel of the car, but just wasn't able to capitalize on that. Moves back right behind Yem. And a little puddles forming all over the racetrack. So these guys are got to be a little bit more careful. Guys and gals, I should say. Got to be a little bit more careful as the race, progresses. And YRT moves up to 17th past Platinum. Red one has lagged or dropped out of this one, leaving 21 drivers on the racetrack now. Yem doing a good job staying in front, but Yankee not doing a bad job keeping back up with them after losing his position. And getting a little loose off of 1 there. You saw Yankee hang on to the car over the rumble strip. Not one of the easiest things to do. You catch that rumble strip the wrong way, it throws the car. So definitely capitalized on making the minor mistake. He gets alongside Yem side by side off of 2. Gets a run off of 3. Yem losing the car. And Yem will lose 2 spots, possibly here. Does he get enough run off of Amoeba? Amoeba looks like he's going to the outside, side by side, going into the hairpin. Amoeba to the inside of Yem, side by side still. Amoeba able to take over the 5th spot now. And just like that, they're back where they started about 5-6 laps ago. So, unfortunate for Yem, he got really loose off that corner, but was able to hold on to the car, so that was really good by him. Looked like he was about to go spinning it out, but he's right, still in the mix. Ooh, he gets a little sideways off the corner right there. Biggest questions for today's race: can the Lamborghini make it on tires? Yem looks to the inside of Amoeba, side by side. Oh, well, we lost another driver. Looks like, not sure who that was. R.D. Jansen, oh man, he was the only Corvette ZR1 on the racetrack. Tough luck for him. Hope to see him back in the upcoming weeks. More likely a disconnect. He normally doesn't lag out of races, or doesn't quit races. I've never seen him back out of an event before. So, but we'll come back to these guys here. Let's go check on the race leader, RBM Vinny. He's still up there in P1. Looks like he's doing a fantastic job, still staying in front of Hydra right now. Hydra's still working to get around Vinny. A couple of things that the drivers are still having to face this season, other than the every other week pit stop, non-pit stop rule, and obviously today's weather conditions, is the fact that there will be 2 reverse grids at some point of this season. There's still a night race, the championship week at Daytona, so there's still that to look forward to. Vinny going for his first MEA title. And he's looking to really make a name for himself. We've seen him in the last couple of series here at MEA. He's been nothing but fantastic. And right now, he's got the defending champion, Jim Hydra, right behind him. As the rain still comes down. NASCAR MEA champion, SSR Bobberts, he's lost tons of ground. He won the championship this year in MEA NASCAR. Right behind him, SMXJ Yankee, who's been a very good driver throughout the season in every series event that he's been in MEA. Right behind him, LPM, who's really been doing a fantastic job in the events we have seen him here. He's had a lot of struggles in the past staying in the races. He's been disconnected so many times in the previous history here at MEA, and last week was one of the first for him, so I hope to see more out of him coming forward. Then you have LMP Amoeba right behind them. Amoeba, a regular here at MEA as well, and he's been nothing but improving every event. And then there's SSR Yami, the 2020 MEA Touring Car Champion in the Touring Proto Orca Challenge, which was a few months ago that he claimed that title. SSR Pikachu running in the 8th spot. She finally got around Coca Gamer. Coca Gamer must have made some little mistake. And Coca Gamer is your 2020 MEA Indy 500 champion as well. There's a few champions from MEA and part other series. Obviously, Hydra's the only one from the past GT series that's in this event, looking to go back-to-back titles. RBM Braddock, first-time MEA competitor. FLA Jams, FLA The Stig. They've been with us the last couple of events, so glad to see them. Next is Terup. He's been a regular here at MEA as he's currently trying to battle for that 12th spot. Then you have SSR Uranium in the 14th spot. And not sure what just happened to him. He just flew right off the track, it looked like on our screen. And he has, looks like he had lagged out of this one. Then you have AMSB Shadow, a regular, also an MEA staff member as well. He's currently battling with FLA Feedy right now for the 14th position. FLA Feedy, he's been a regular in the past year. Then you got a former regular, PTG Platinum, back in MEA action. We haven't seen him for a year. Since the last GT Championship Series, he was moved up from the B lobby to make the A lobby event. Then SMX YRT, currently running that 17th spot. This is his first event in MEA. SSR Starlord, a former champion in MEA. He last year won the 2019 MEA Manufacturers Challenge in the Corvette Edition. He believed he was running in the B class, B or A. I think actually it was the A class that he was champion in. Then you have SMX Savitar. He's in 19th, as we've lost a couple of other drivers throughout this race. And Savitar, he's been a former MEA driver, competitor. So nice to see all these guys back out here competing. And as we look more into the future, you know, we look forward to seeing all these guys here. But we got a new leader. It looks like Jim Hydra had taken over the race lead. It looks like Vinny must have made a mistake, and he's dropped back 2 positions from it. SSR Bobberts now battling for the 2nd spot against Vinny. And it would be huge for Hydra if he can hold on to the lead and Bobberts would be able to hold off Vinny, because right now Vinny's had 2 wins on the season. Hydra, on the other hand, he had week 1 after losing the tires. He fell back a couple positions. Bobberts had a top 3 finish. Both weeks he's finished, well, no, last week he didn't finish top 3. He finished outside the top 5, had a rough week, but the first week he finished 2nd. So right now he's in a position to do it again, as the weather's still coming down, but it looks like the clouds are coming out. Looks like we might see some daylight again. Vinny looks like he got a good run off at 1. Trying to go side by side with Bobberts. He's got the nose of the car to the inside. And Bobberts had to hold on to the outside. Side by side with Vinny, coming off of 3. And Vinny got a really good run off of 3. Very nice pass by RBM Vinny. Now Vinny's got some work to do to try to track down race leader Jim Hydra. we go check on the tires and the fuel on some of these cars. They should be good all the way. It looks like the rain conditions definitely helped out these Lambos. A lot of people didn't know if the Lamborghini would be able to withstand all 20-something laps. So it looks like we have a battle between Yankee again and Yem. And, oh, we got a bunch of guys here looking to battle. So we're back here in the fourth spot with SMXJ Yankee trying to hold off LMP Yem, Amoeba, Yami. And then there's Pikachu as well, as she's running in that 10th spot. Looks like, I'm sorry, 8th spot. Looks like Coca Gamer has fallen off quite a bit. And Yem gets to the outside. Can they hold? Side by side, still coming off of one. Yem having to take a little bit wider line. But they were beautiful on holding it. Looks like Yem had to back off just a little bit, maybe. And there's Yami now. He's in the mix. Only about 9 laps left. Oh, we got a 4-car battle, possibly 5, as Pikachu slowly, she's creeping up on these guys. Yep, still working on Yankee. Yankee's doing it. Oh, Yankee loses control of the car off of the corner. Yem and Amoeba get on by. And Yami now looks to the inside of Yankee as well. So Yankee now trying to fend off Yami there, the R8. Yami doing a fantastic job keeping with the pack, making that R8 work. Oh boy, Yankee went really far wide, way wide. He loses 2 more positions. Pikachu gets to the inside. Oh, but Yankee got a good run off the corner. Probably because he went so far wide, he was able to come back a little quicker. But Yankee making some big mistakes right now in the last lap, and everyone's capitalizing on it. Oh, I went too far back. Well, here's Coca Gamer. And you see the Pikachu car for Pikachu. She looks to do battle with Jay Yankee. And Yankee looked like he almost made another mistake right there. Yeah, tire wear should be good for all the drivers. And it looks like the rain has stopped and the lightning has come out, so so here we go now as MEA makes a mistake. Jay Yankee's right there, looks to the inside, not able to get it done. As the rain stops, the track will start to dry a little bit for some of these drivers to see if they capitalize on the opportunity. But with that mistake by MEA, that moved Yami up to the 5th spot now. Yami cracking into the top 5. Let's check on the R8 as it does have a different little setup compared to other cars, just like each car does. But should be good on tires to the end, so we'll see how that pans out as they're about down to the last 8 laps. I think I said the wrong thing earlier. I do apologize. So Yami, who started 10th in this race, has moved up 5 spots. B Shadow, he started about 19th, I believe, in this one. He's moved up a few spots. So Yami looks like he's been the biggest mover since the start of the race. There's Yankee looking to the inside of Amoeba again. So the rain's completely stopped at this point. Lightning's still showing up on her, but looks like the drivers are still kind of battling through some of the remaining wet conditions on the racetrack. However, the cars will start picking up a little bit of pace. And you see at the top of your screen, you see the feet between each driver and their position. You pull up the race map. That's where Vinny is. That's where Hydra is. Bobberts, where we're at right now with these guys. And Yami now looks like he was capitalizing on the wet conditions with the R8, but now that the Lamborghini, now that it's stopped, it looks like it might be able to capitalize on the dryness of the track. I hope my mic wasn't muted for like the last however many minutes, because I was talking. I don't know if I bumped it or not, but I do apologize. But with these wet conditions now, we're going to see these Lambos maybe capitalize where the R8 that Yami was driving was able to capitalize in the wet, it seemed, as he's moved up, looks like the most positions of the race by far so far. Let's see if I can get that to show, actually. So we show up the grid positions. Yam's moved up 3. As we have a side-by-side battle with Yankee and Amoeba. Coca Gamers moved up 4. The Stick, FLA The Stick, he's had 8 spots since the beginning of this race. PTG Platinum has moved up 9. So really, really impressive driving by some of these drivers. Yankee get a little bit loose off the corner. So we're down to the last 6 laps of this race right now. This is the really the battle part of the field right now, as Amoeba and Yankee are still duking it out for position. Bragg and Saterp are pretty close to one another. Let's just check on them real quick. Bragg gets a little bit wide off the corner. And then we do have quite a bit going on in the back here. Let's ride with AMSB Shadow, see how these guys are all doing. Platinum, who's moved up to 14th since the start of this race. Looks like these guys are pretty much in line with one another for the most part, so we'll have to see. We'll have to see how things pan out as we get down to the remaining few laps of this race. Let's go check on the Stig, as he's moved up quite a bit of position since the beginning of this race. He's got quite a bit of ways to go. It looks like there is a battle though. Coca Gamer right there battling with what looks like to be one of the FLA drivers. FLA Jams right there. Side by side off the corner, Jams and Coca battling for that 9th spot. Jams, like he's been fighting up the plate a little bit here. Jams on the outside, side by side. Coca Gamer looking at it right there. And woo! Big time racing by these two right now, able to make it stick. Coca Gamer, who's had an up and down race, he moved up some positions early on, lost position from Nicole there not too long ago. Now currently battling with Jam. So Coca Gamer has progressed throughout this race. I believe he's picked up 4 positions since the start. But with that all being said right now, he's currently under fire by FLA Jams. And then you see the Stig right there. And then you see the herd of many cars. And then there's Salvatore. It does look like that Vinny is slowly creeping up on Hydra. Looks like Pikachu gained a position. Oh, no, she didn't. I'm sorry. That was my fault. And FLA Jams gets a position from Coca Gamer. We're so sorry we missed that. I didn't think we were going to miss that pass if there was one, but these two are duking it out. So it looks like Jams is going to be distancing himself quite a bit. Jam's still holding off Coca Gamer. The Stig right now, he's catching up to these guys quite a bit. Side by side, Coca gets to the inside, a little bump in action right there. Coco's not got the run. Jams does. Jams backs off though. So as these two continue to duke it out, looks like Beast Shadows moved in front of PTG Platinum. And it looks like there has been some distancing in the midst of this all. So let's hop on with Beast real quick here. Feedy to the inside! And Feedy makes a nice pass, a little door-to-door bumping right there, but nothing too aggressive or out of control. That was very well done by Feedy. Star-Lord trying to capitalize after earlier mistakes in this race. Platinum back to the outside of Feedy, going into the corner. Not able to capitalize. Feedy gets really wide off the corner. Platinum goes underneath him. Oh no! Star-Lord checks right in, bumps right into Feedy by mistake. He loses some ground on him, and that brings MEA YRT closer to the mix. Star-Lord having one of the toughest races of his career, and right now just trying to hang on for the last couple of laps. So here we go. We got the line of cars right here. We only got a couple of laps to go in this race right now. Vinny has looked like he's capitalized quite a bit since the mistake that he had made early in the race. Meanwhile, Yami, J Yankee, and Amoeba still battling it out for the 5th, 6th, and 7th spots. One lap to go. Next time by as Hydra crosses the start line. SSR Markey wins B lobby. So right now, battling for position. So as it dries up even more, it looks like they're going to be spreading out a little bit here, but let's get on with the race leader. That'd be Jim Hydra in his second account after having issues logging into the first. So here he comes around the last few turns, picking up his first win on the season. Hydra has faced so many complications the first 2 weeks, was able to capitalize on some sort of mistake that must have happened between Vinny, or I don't know what had happened between him and Vinny. Vinny was able to catch back up near the end, but just wasn't able to have enough of it. Jim Hydra comes around to get his first win in the MEA GT Championship Series in season number 3, looking to defend his championship title. And then the RBM Vinny second. Third will be SSR Bobberts. Bobberts did a great job trying to keep with the pack of those two today. Just didn't have enough to maintain it, but comes home third. Fourth, LMP Yelm. What a big day. What a big last couple of weeks it has been for him. And then back in the 5th spot right now. Not sure what happened to Yami as SMXJ Yankee and LMP become home 5th and 6th. SSR Pikachu comes home 7th. 8th will be Coca Gamer, it looks like. 9th, FLA Jams, who has been battling with him all race long. FLA Destig, he's going to come home 10th. RBM Braddock, he's 11th. 12th will be Mex Zaterip. 13th. Looks like that is going to be Beast Shadow as he edges out Platinum. 15th, Feeny. 16th, Star-Lord. 17th, YMART. Yami, 18th. It looks like Yami had to make a late pit stop. Exactly what had happened to him. And then SMX Savitar will round out the field. So stay tuned for the briefing of the top 5 post-race interviews coming up next. And that's a wrap right here. Your final results from the A lobby. All right, so let's get the top 5 in here. We're going to get, well, Vinny's not going to be able to talk, but we'll get Supra, we'll get Bobbers, Yem, and Yankee in here. So post-race interviews coming up next, ladies and gentlemen. And tough luck for SSR Yami. He had to make a late pit stop on the last lap of the race. That was crazy for him, and unfortunate that he was not able to maintain that position with only a couple laps to go. But we'll get these guys in here very shortly. We'll talk to them. I'm not sure if Yankee speaks English or not, but we're going to try to see if he does anyways. So just stay tuned, and we'll get these guys in here momentarily. So you guys have just joined, you know the routine. And then there's Yankee. So I think the only one we're going to be waiting on is Yem. If Yem comes in. Let's see if we get Yem in here. Yankee, you speak English? I'm going to take that's a no. You guys hear me okay?
Yeah, yo. I didn't. Mm-hmm.
All right. All right, so we got all the drivers in here. I'm not sure Yankee, can you hear me okay? I'm not sure. Anyways, if you can't talk, it's all right. All right, so, oh, well, I need you on a mic, Yankee, but just to run through you guys, make sure your party audio is on the party box chat in the party settings. And we're going to start with SMXJ Yankee. Yankee, I know you're not on the mic, but we're going to take through your race today. And, okay. Well, anyways, we're going to review all this as Yankee finishes top 5. Good job today, Yankee, on a solid run. Was able to battle it out pretty much the entire race, but you were able to finish in the top 5, so congratulations, Yankee, on a solid finish today. And then we're going to move up to LMP Yem. And Yem, make sure your audio's on. But Yem, you know, we talked about you last week. I know you weren't able to make it into our post-race interviews last week, but, you know, compared to last year to this year, you're able to complete races, and I think that's a huge step here competing in MEA, because last year you were not able to stay connected, but you've ran the last couple of weeks really great, really successfully, a couple top 5s. What's the biggest difference from last year to this year?
It's no mic.
He doesn't have a mic either. Well, yeah, you know what? that's okay. Well, then, congratulations on a top 5 finish, a solid effort, and great performance today. And then we're going to move up to SSR Bobberts. And Bobberts, a top 3 again, except last week it was a little bit more of a struggle, not the race you wanted, but this was a big bounce back from last week to this week. And obviously, the wet conditions really stirred it up a little bit. What happened out there today, and are you happy with the result?
I may as well just get used to being third, I think, if I'm honest. I mean, I should have been third last week, apart from obviously that last lap. Well, not even instant, you know, just stupidity if it's in switch. But yeah, I mean, you know, I had a good start going to second. Obviously, I knew Hydra was going to be quicker anyway. Once he caught up, I wasn't going to let him stay behind me, because I knew he had a bit more of a pace advantage, especially being more consistent than me. So I just thought that if he was to catch up to Vinny, he could pick a battle I could perhaps maybe capitalise. And obviously I did at one point when Vinny made a mistake, obviously when the rain came. But then I just made a huge mistake to myself, trying to keep him behind me, and eventually he got through. And yeah, my pace is, you know, I seem to be just on my own. You know, I'm kind of like just off them and a bit ahead of the rest of the field. So I'm not going to say my races are boring, but you know, it is good. You know, I'll get used to it, I think, for the rest of the season.
Obviously, there's some new top competitors coming into the events next week, as rumor has it GTR Julian and SVR Bullet's going to show up, and possibly Breeze might be back. So obviously you might have a little bit more to fight with, but you've shown early in that race, Bobbers, that you were keeping up with those guys really well. What was the difference throughout the race, and what, you know, made it so hard to keep with them?
Like I said, it's the consistency. You know, maybe over a 1 lap pace I could match them, and it did show from time to time. Like I said, it's the consistency that's always my problem. I'm not a qualifying specialist, I'm far from it, but yeah, it's just getting those really good laps that both you know, Hydra and Vinny can do over a more, you know, over a race period. You know, that's their advantage over me. And well, you know, like I said, it's fine. You know, I know what I need to improve, and you know, and I'll try and come back stronger next week. But I will say I will maintain that 3rd place. No matter who is coming in, I will still maintain that 3rd place.
Well, congratulations, Bobbers, on a solid run today. Obviously a big jump from last week after issues at Suzuka, but we look forward to seeing as the season progresses, so congratulations today. And then there's RBM Vinny, who led a good portion of this race. Not really sure what happened to him. I'm sure Hydra can let us know what happened between him during that battle that they had. It was really good to watch. But as we move forward, congratulations, Vinny, on a top 2 finish. And we'll move on to the race winner, which would be Jim Hydra, which we know your account wasn't working today. Luckily, we were able to allow you to run that 2nd account. But Hydra, congratulations on your first win on the season. Obviously,
Thank you.
Coming back to defend your title after last year's championship. And I know it's been a tough one so far this season with all the different variables that's been going on. But able to capitalize today. Just take us through your race, the battling with you and Vinny. What happened to Vinny? What gave you the lead? And was this a big confidence booster moving forward?
Well, basically what happened was he spun out on, I want to say, on lap 13. Do you remember, Robert? In and around there, wasn't
I
it?
don't remember what lap it was.
Anyway, something like that. He spun out on the outside curb of turn 3, I want to say, coming out of it on the right. And, well, I had nowhere to go, so I hit him. But it didn't do anything to him, it just slowed him down from getting back straight again. But, yeah, and then I pulled off 5-second gap, and he just kept catching me, but I was just kind of taking it easy, and I think he was extending it a little bit, but, I mean, it is what it is. And, yeah, at the start of the race, I got brake checked by Angeloni, and I don't know why. I mean, apparently he's mad about it, and I mean, it was his fault. If someone saved the replay, I'd see it. But yeah.
And obviously, we didn't get to see that. So unfortunately, on our end, I did not catch that on the stream. But you know, obviously, MEA will do its investigation if need be. But other than that, I mean, it seemed like you and Vinny had such a tough battle out there, Hydra. It seemed like it was going really well until obviously the little hiccup he had. Did you think that if there was no mistake by Vinny there, do you think it would have been really tough to get around him with the remaining of the race left?
Yeah, I mean, he has me on the straight easily. First section up until the hairpin, like, he has to drive out the hairpin by 2 tenths every time. It's going to be pretty much impossible to get past him. Like, the Lambo was just so much quicker in the race. The Jag was definitely worse, but I could have beaten him.
Do you feel like you had an advantage when the rain came down? Do you feel like the Jag was a little bit stronger through that?
No, I think it evened out a bit more because I could use traction control to my advantage, make the car turn, just slam the throttle, use the traction control. It's a weird technique to use, but it is what it is.
Well, obviously, Hydra, you're doing a lot to try to defend your championship this season, and obviously Vinny's going to give you every bit of a run for your money as possible, but obviously there's still 7 weeks to go, and really in all retrospect, as well as you guys have competed this season, what's it going to take for either one of you to win the championship this year? It seems like it could go either way.
I mean, I'm just going to start using the better car because I'm sick of just getting done over by a worse car. So whatever car he chooses, I'm choosing. I don't care.
Well, that being said, congratulations on your win today, Hydra. We're looking forward to seeing what you can do throughout the rest of the season. And that being said, ladies and gentlemen, there's your top 5 on the screen. Jim Hydra, a.k.a. Super Test, for today, had taken the race win here at Hockenheim. RBM Vinny will be second. Third, SSR Bobberts. Fourth, LMPM. Fifth, SMXJ Yankee. And then down the list from there. But we will have the full standings probably by tomorrow to see how things have shaken up in the points. And once again, I'm SSR Mayhem. Thank you for watching here as week number 3 is in the books here at MEA. We will move on to next week, and we'll see you then. Good luck.